All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down. Right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. I got you, pop. Sit. Let's go. Right. 3. Go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 52. Keep it up, defense.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wide, get wide.
Topper!
Go. Stay at home.
play action. Herbert. And this is caught. It's Parker. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Parker, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Right. Check right, roll. Line 54. Heavy on the edges,
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now Taylor to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now left side on the swing pass. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and now it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Switch. Check nickel. Alert 3. Now. Banjo.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, Swift. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check pass. Check pass.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Bryant.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58. Look at me. Go on. There you go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it's third down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
It's going to be a long day. Say. Check three.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hard. Go. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Dolphins 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Xavier Howard on recovery.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
Taylor now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
A team to lead on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into.
It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Mike, watch Mike. I got you. Stuff off. You're all mine.
Taylor now to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
54. Watch the run. He gets free.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Undercross it to 6. Pull it. Half. 49. Check 49. Check.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. This complete to Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Kill.
They will run with Grant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Over. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On 2nd down and 4. Taylor to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 50, check 50. Back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's got room. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Let's get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Eckler, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Grant. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Sponge! No.
They'll try to run this one in. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Herbert dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Miami.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
it back to him on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will get him one closer.
23, Dolphins 21.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now it's Taylor. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd down, Grant. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Go!
He's coming. We got double up. Watch out.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Rock it.
Check three.
Now.
Back to throw. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time for you suckers. Well, y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really